Hey guys, Dena Frank here today. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to get your offer accepted in this competitive market and not talking about purchase price. So purchase price is obviously something that, if you really like a home, you can always offer more than what they're asking for. But I want to talk to you more about the strategic things and things that I coach my buyers through to help get their offers accepted. So similar to Ryan, one of the things that I also do is typically call the listing agent and let them know that we are interested. We'll be writing an offer, see how many offers are on the table at that moment, and just kind of start to build that relationship with the other agent so that we're off to a running start. So after that, really the items within the contract that I really focus on are, I think there's 3 or 4. Once I talk them through, I'll know how many there are, but number 1 is earnest money, and this is just kind of what I refer to as the buyer's skin in the game. It shows the seller that you're serious because you do have to put that money in a trust account 3 days after an accepted offer. So it's money that you have available to you or you have access to, via a gift or something like that, that just helps show your seriousness. So standard earnest money is 1% of your purchase price. So to make the math simple, if you're purchasing on a $200,000 house, it would be $2,000. So if you're really serious and you want to kind of go above and beyond, offering $3,000 or $3,500 or whatever you feel comfortable with is definitely something that I encourage my buyers to do, because it's something that at the end of the day won't end up costing you extra money, because that money does go towards your down payment. So, and we can talk more specific about that. I don't want to get too far into that, but that's the kind of the first thing on the contract that we talk about. The second thing is closing date. So does it need to be a fast close? Does the seller need more time? So really being cognizant and understanding what the seller is looking for in a closing date and choosing a date that works for them is definitely something that has helped me win in multiple offers before. So just realize that you may have to be flexible. I know a lot of people, always want the soonest closing date. That may work for some sellers, but it may not work for all. So that's just something that we talk through that, I learned from the listing agent and try to get that information so that we're putting our best foot forward. The third thing, there are 4 things. The third thing is the inspection time frame. So typically you'll see an inspection time frame of 7 to 10 days. And so that gives you a chance to schedule an inspection, get an inspector in the house, kind of understand the mechanicals of the house, maintenance items, the roof, the HVAC, windows, any issues that they may see that you probably didn't have time to see on that first showing. So it's another one that if you want to be real aggressive, you can shorten that time. And that's really, one that you probably won't end up spending any more money on either, because you're going to get an inspection anyway. It's just how quick are you to schedule it? And I work with a lot of great inspectors that can be there in a day or 2. So really teaming up and finding that team of people that has that network available to them, and getting you in touch with the right people. So that's kind of the third thing. And then the last thing is kind of piggybacks off of Ryan's lender credits and closing costs, and that is closing costs. So, I know as a first-time home buyer, most people don't have, tens of thousands of dollars in the bank. Maybe you do. That is awesome and great for you, but I know it's probably not the typical situation. And I know when you're buying your first house, you've got other things to think about as far as getting into maintenance and property taxes and all of this stuff. So you want to ask for seller paid closing costs, but in this competitive market, it's really hard to do that. And so it's just something to think about, whether, it means you have to save for a few more months or go after those lender credits with a great lender, and understanding what that means in the long run. And just having that conversation and having that team in place that is willing to work for you and do what's right. So hopefully those tips were helpful. I have some more up my sleeve that are just really more case by case specific. So if you have any questions or want further information, don't hesitate to reach out. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you soon.